Kumar, I just wanted to say, I mean, Russell tells me that I should direct to somebody else, but Kumar, I love the interview on Facebook. Thank you very much.
Any other questions, folks?
Anyone from this end? Okay, we have a gentleman here.
And while Rama makes his way out there, we'll ask Tilakaratna Dilshan what he's still doing at point at the age of 38.
And still I'm enjoying my cricket because of I'm with you last after 2007 World Cup. We feel together with Filippo dancing middle. Still you can remember, I think. I'm still enjoying my cricket in fielding PowerPoint. I am challenging youngsters to take my position, Chandi, Thiri, and I can go middle to middle. They can take this challenge.
All right, we have a gentleman here. What's your question and whom are you directing it to?
This one's for Kumar, of course. On a more recent interview, I heard you say that you pursue, one of the arguments that you had with your father is that you pursue excellence and your father pursues perfection. I hope that was you. I just want to ask, I think that's a great way of thinking. How do you ensure that some of that thinking is passed down to some of your younger teammates so that we get a lot more great players like you coming up in Sri Lankan cricket?
I'm sorry, it is the audio and also the accent kind of let me astray. Sorry. It's about trying to be the best that you can be and trying to pass that on to the youngsters, is it? Yeah. Well, I was asked a similar question today by in an interview that, of course, our manager had approved without, of course, telling me or asking me whether I was able to do it, as Michael always does. But the simple point is this: I think it's wrong to think, if you're a senior player, that youngsters need your input all the time. Because if you look at guys like Tirimana, Chandimal, Angie, everyone forgets that Angie is also young, we also do sometimes. But if you look at them, they are definitely much better as players than I was at their age. And sometimes I think the perception, there's a misconception that senior players have to always impart knowledge and show the way and all of that. I think learning is a two-way street. I think we as seniors have learned as much from them as they would have learned from us. And I think the really important thing is not to think of yourself as being too important or being a teacher or anything other than that. The best thing that you can do as a senior player is to pull your own weight and do what's required of the side. And if you do that continuously, the younger players will of course see that that's all that you've got to do.
Thank you very much, Kumar. We have one more for you. Hold that thought. Thank you very much.
Rama, over here. Give Kumar a break. Hi, Angie. So I've got two questions for Angie. One from me and one from Sachi. So Sachin wants to know, when you finish a game and you go home and you're under a pressure situation, does Heshani help calm you down? That's Sachin's question.
You can ask the same question from Sachi first.
Yeah. And my question to you is, considering the last couple of games, the middle order hasn't really had a chance to have a hit, courtesy of Sanga's brilliant innings. How do you feel about the middle order going into the Australian match on Sunday?
Yeah, I think we've been playing pretty good cricket in the past 3 games, and the top order has been firing. And as long as they fire and we don't get together, that's totally fine. Yeah, we're all geared up for Sunday. I hope all of you will come and support us. It's like playing at home, obviously playing at in Sydney and Melbourne. It's like playing at home, so thank you for that. And we all get that, and hopefully we can play some good cricket.
Malia. How do you learn to get bowling so accurate with that swing action? How can you do it?
I think it's really important training. Before the match, we have training session. Then we have, if someone want to accurate, then they are training a lot. They have practiced a lot. I think that's a very important thing for the whichever ball you go to line and length, we have to ball what we need, how much we need. That's why I'm always thinking we need to get good training and be accurate.
මේ ප්‍රශ්නෙත් මාලිංගට මේ කවුද අහන්නේ කියලා කියන්න එපා කිව්වා. ඒකින්ද මම කියන්නේ නෑ. මම මෙච්චරක් කියනවා මයික් එකේ වයිෆ් නෙමෙයි. Do you bowl a ball in anger? තරහින්ද පන්දු යවන්නේ කියලා. මයික් එකේ වයිෆ් නෙමෙයි අහුවේ.
මචං මැනේජර් කෙනෙක්ගේ මොකක්ද කොහොමද ගෙදර යන්න වෙනවා. මම බෝ කරන්නේ ඒකට සම්පූර්ණ ආවගේ මොකද තරහින් නෙමෙයි.
All right, we have a question directed to Angelo. Thank you.
Hi, Angela. I was just wondering, would you consider using Dushman Chamira anytime soon? Because he seems to have the pace and an X factor that I think would really give the bowling attack a lift.
We still haven't selected the final 11 for the Sydney game, but look, it's according to the opposition and according to the wicket. We don't decide days before the game, so we'll obviously select our best 11 and he has a good chance.
Thank you, Angelo. Rusty, do you have one? All right, the mic's working.
This question is for Angie. This question is for Angie. In the quarterfinal, which team do you prefer to play? South Africa or India?
Well, obviously there's Pakistan and West Indies as well. But I think it doesn't really matter. I mean, if we are to win the World Cup, we got to beat all the teams and we got to play good cricket to win games.
Next question is from me. All of you can take it. In the last game, we saw the worst review ever. There we have it. And while we see that, the question is, මේ මහවුන්ගේ කොයි එකාද ගුලිය කැවුවේ ඇන්ජලෝ? review එක ගන්න කියලා.
Lasit will answer.
Anyone can take it. कोई एक आधा गुलिया कहेंगे. Worst review ever. Take it from me. Come on, Nona.
We have to do something for you guys to keep your job as well. Otherwise, we talk rubbish the whole day. So this actually entertains. Take it anyway. That could be me. Okay.
All right, Rusty, I got one for Mahela here. Is it okay? Okay, here we go.
It'll come back to me.
I promise it won't.
Hi, Mahela. My name is Randy. Me and my friends, we came all the way from the U.S. to watch y'all play. So I have a favor and a question. The favor is, when are you all coming to the U.S. to play some cricket so we can watch you?
Well, there's a table here with the executive committee of Sri Lankan cricket. So we need to speak to them about that. But we would love to. We went. We came once to Port Lauderdale and had some really good fun. We were hoping that tournament would have continued, but unfortunately it didn't. But we're looking forward to it. Or even a fundraiser. I'm sure they can organize a fundraiser and we can come and play some cricket and raise some money for our foundation.
Fantastic. I'll get it started just so you guys can come. My question is, so we stay up. We get up 2 a.m. just to watch you play. We go to work around 8 or 9. Sometimes we call in sick because the match goes a little bit later. So what can we do to support you against Australia to help you win?
Well, I think we're getting enough support. I think it's amazing the support that we got throughout this campaign so far. I'm sure whatever happens on Sunday, I'm sure that the crowd will be behind us. For you guys not to get up 2 a.m., I think maybe you can move back to Sri Lanka. Stick with the time. But thank you very much. Thank you very much for all the support. I know we've got fans all over the world, and let it continue. I think we've got some fantastic cricketers to take Sri Lankan cricket forward. And with this kind of support, I think they'll flourish and achieve much more in the future.
Richard is very quiet. Haven't actually heard him on the stump mic lately, talking crap on the field anyways. Richie's got a question.
The question is for Angela. And you've got 5 national captains standing on the podium. In a match situation, in the worst case scenario, you go back to your, who would be a trusted advisor? And Nairo is your deputy, but you got 5 captains. Who would you consult in the worst case scenario to pull you out the ramp?
Well, you can trust them all. It's quite easy. I mean, you can trust them all. They all play to win. They give the fullest support. Yeah, obviously you can trust them all.
And when he goes back to the hotel, of course, for the next game, he brings back what Heshani tells him.
Okay, I have a gentleman who wants to ask a question here. I think preferably from Kumar and then the team as well.
Hi Kumar, I'm from Portland, Oregon. But talking about the youngsters, what did you learn at Trinity College, Candy, when you were a student with Rajan Kulathunam?
Yeah, Mr. Rajan Kulathunam was a headmaster at that time. He's a wonderful human being. He lives in Melbourne, and his 2 daughters are my children's godmothers as well. If you talk about learning anything or something at Trinity, I think if you ever meet Mr. Rajan Kulathunam, you'll understand what we learn, because he's a wonderful human being. You learn not to discriminate, to be a well-adjusted person and to do the best with what you have. So that's what I learned at Trinity, and I think that's no different from all the other schools that have been in Sri Lanka, except for maybe St. Thomas's.
Hi guys. Rusty? Okay.
Hi guys, put on the location. Just forget what Tony ever said. He's trapped because he supports Australia. I just want to ask you a question. From all 5 people will answer it. Who do you think is the worst ledger
in Australian cricket?
ලංකාවේ උනනම් කියන්න එපා.
At the moment, two guys are there, but I can't say one name. Half of the team is, when you come to the game, they are really team their game. They sometimes we are changing some words, but in the games, they are sometimes, but after the game, they are all friends. I can't say one name, few players are there.
Okay, what happens in the field stays on the field. That's what he's trying to say.
Rusty, are you okay from on this end? Lasit, on the ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා.
හොඳයි ලසිත්. මැච් එක ඉවරලා බැට් එක නැතුව මොකද කරන්නේ? සිංහල.
බැට් එක නැති වුණොත් ඒ අවස්ථාවට ඕන විදිහට හොයනවා.
Well, I've got the signal from the boys. We got time for 2 more questions.
Okay, one from there and one from this end.
Yep, so one from the lady.
One early person to me.
Well, this question is for Sanga. Is he listening?
He's listening to Maling.
Thank you. This is for you, Kumar. Just want to know whether you have any political career aspirations.
Sons, you don't have to answer that. You don't have to answer that. Rama.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, final question is for Angelo Matthews.
Angelo, my name is Rivera. Been in Sri Lanka, left Sri Lanka in 1973, but I still follow you guys. All I can say is, we all clever people here, and we are very good at judging what's happening on TV or when we're at the grounds. I see that you should have done that, or you should have done this. I'll tell you what, Mike, you are a damn good captain, and you guide your team on Sunday, and in the proper way, and you will beat the Australians. Good luck to you.
Thank you, some nice words from Gordon.
Okay, last question, sons. Last question. There's one before we didn't take it.
Just with like an almost demigod status in Sri Lanka, I guess I want to know, how do you guys keep grounded as people amongst all the fanfare? So just with the demigod status you guys have in Sri Lanka, how do you guys manage to keep grounded amongst all the fanfare?
In Sri Lanka, I think if you ask all the guys, the Sri Lankans we're islanders, we're pretty relaxed. And the only time someone notices you is probably when you do bad and you're walking down the streets and someone shouts, "You're shit." No, we've had great support, and the best thing about living in Sri Lanka is that the people there won't accept you unless you are grounded, and they give you space and privacy. And I think we're very, very lucky to have supporters and fans like that, and we're very privileged to represent them.